we've tried to evolve with the game. The game's different now. I mean, we play with no backs in the backfield. We play, we do a lot of things that are I think, things that teams today do. But what I really believe coaching is, Liz, is just the ability to get people to perform at a high level on a consistent basis. And I think as I said, I've evolved a little bit that way, but I haven't changed much in how to treat people, because I think you just have to treat people like you would treat your kids. And I think you'll have a chance to get something out of them. And then you can work them hard.
Okay, we're back with Coach Jones. Coach, taking it to the road, San Jose State. Do you have to change any of your routine because it's a Friday game?
Well, we just shortened it one day. I mean, normally we do something on a Monday, just kind of lift and get out there and run a little bit. But Monday will be a Tuesday for us, so we just move everything up one day, and then we play on Friday evening.
San Jose State started off the season 0-3 against pretty good teams: Stanford, Kansas State, and Arizona State. And now at home, they've got a 3-game win streak, so you come in there with a team with definitely some momentum.
Yeah, well, Dick's going to have his team ready to play us. We had gotten word even as early as the spring last year. He had told his team that the key game next year that will decide who they are is Hawaii, and so we know they're going to be ready. And of course, with our ranking, and because we beat them last year, they're going to be ready to play. But our guys know that, and we'll show up and play.
Being that they have this game circled on their calendar, it also is big when you look at the bigger picture that this is going to be a nationally televised game, Friday night game. Those kind of college games have a lot more attention, so maybe there's even more on the line for Hawaii in that respect.
Well, I think so too, but we don't really worry about that part of it. But yes, you're right. It is. Everybody, every team, every college player in America watches that game. And we're excited about the opportunity to do that. We set a goal for ourselves, and we need to get to bye week undefeated, and that's what we want to do.
Student versus teacher, we always make that comparison when we think of June Jones versus Dick Tomey and take it to the sidelines. Is that does that theme run kind of old for you?
Well, I always enjoy playing Dick. Our philosophies were always so different in what we did and how we did things, and so I do the same. I do just like the players. You kind of get up for different games the same way. Dick has done a fantastic job at every place he's been. He knows us probably as well as any person over there. Having done our games here, being on the practice field with us, he knows what we're all about, and so he has some advantages that maybe other guys don't have, and hopefully we can just execute and keep moving the ball against him.
Little extra incentive for him, being that you've got him the last 2 times around.
Well, I'm sure that is, and we went down to the wire up there a couple years ago. Last year we kind of made some plays and it was a little bit more one-sided, but this year it'll be a dogfight from the time the game starts. And he's got some young kids in this offensive line that are starting to get better. And the wins give them confidence, and they're at the height of their moment right now after coming off 3 wins.
I know Coach Tomey told me earlier this year that he has evolved as a coach and he is passing the ball a lot more, and that's pretty evident. Adam Terfalis returns at quarterback. He's passed for more than 300 yards in 3 straight games, and they have been running more of a wide passing attack. I'm sure that you've already known.
Yeah, well, they went 42 snaps with no backs in the backfield against Utah State. Now that's not like Dick Tomey for sure. And their defense looks a little bit different this year. Just looking at them real quickly last week, but like I said, Dick knows how to win football games, and he'll do some things that we're not have not seen on film and haven't had time to practice for. And his special teams, I'm sure we'll get the onside kicks and all those little muddle huddle things. Well, those things are in a coach's personality, and Dick is Dick, and I'm sure, and he'll have his team ready.
Well, let's talk about the publicity that you have received, especially this week. ESPN magazine magazine, has Colt Brennan on the cover. And you want to talk a little bit about that article and how they took this Ohana approach?
Yeah, no, you know, it was a great article. I don't know how many people had the opportunity to read it yet, but, you know, that exposure all over the country, you know, for Hawaii, not just Colt, but for Hawaii is big. And we've been lucky to be on the New York Times, LA Times, and now ESPN Magazine. So it's been real fun.
Okay, well, next week, be sure to stay tuned. We're going to talk a little bit about the book Hawaii Football, A Story of Faith, Hope, and Redemption. That's by J. David Miller, but you had a lot to do with a lot of former players involved in it. You're going to give us a sense of it?
Yeah, no, it's a very good book, and it's going to be in bookstores everywhere, and it has a lot of applications, and I think the people, it's individual stories on the players that have played here really since '99, and guys that have played for me in the NFL. Jeff George has a spot, Jeff Ulbrich, Ashley Lee. Dan Robinson's chapter is unbelievable. Reagan Mo'i, I started crying when I read that. So it's a pretty powerful book.
Okay, enough said. We're going to talk about that next week. All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Still to come, an undersized star, tough as nails, strong as an ox. But while Gaitan Galdera is content charging down the field on special teams, he's still waiting for his chance to shine on the Warriors D.